Okay, so my mom always says that she doesn't like the word she because she means like probably. So she always says you should be sure and not use the word she. I don't know if it makes a difference when I use the fuzzy microphone, but that's what I've been using, and I can't use it when I'm charging my phone. So I'll go ahead and just use without the microphone. So if it sounds like I'm spitting, it's because I'm not using my fuzzy mic. But okay, so DA ya, the main 4 vowels in the Nebizad. So this is A, E, I, O. So A, godits ah. And then the E, godits eh. I, O, oh. I know that there's confusion. The E and the I in English, obviously they sound different. So you just remember in the Nebizad, the pronunciation is different than the English pronunciation. So So say, and as we go through the lesson, say these along with me. When I say the words, or when I say certain sounds, say them along with me so you guys can practice. So from the top, I, O. Okay. And then we have the long vowels. So the long vowels are just sounds that extend the original sound. So we have the long vowels A, E, I, O. Okay. A, and then the long vowel A. So you just extend the sound. So single A, godits When you extend it, it becomes ah. Okay, single E, long vowel E, single I, long vowel I, E. So auto E, E. Single O, long O, So let's start from the top. E, O. Okay, and one of the things that I like to do is to show you guys my mouth movement and like my tongue placement and all of that to give you an idea of what, to kind of give you a guide of what your mouth should look like when you make these sounds. So, E, O, E, O. Bigahya. Okay, adon nas na holjish. We continue to sample letters. So not sample letters, sorry. Sample words for the single vowel sounds. So the sound here is and the word is ch-ah. Ch-ah. That means hat. Ch-ah. Okay, the sound is I. The word is chide. Chide. Vehicle. Chide. The sound is eh. The word is a bet. A bet. Milk. A bet. So this is called a glottal stop. And we'll go over that when we get to the consonant section next week. But this sound right here is just basically like an abrupt stop sound. Like you just kind of do the like that kind of emphasis on the word. If I don't say hi to you, I'm just going through the lesson. So I have a couple of moderators here that, will say hello to you on my behalf. I appreciate their help. And thank you so much for joining, for those of you that have made it. And also you can just like this live if you just double tap on the screen on top of the comments, and it'll push the live to more viewers. Okay, Kuanana, the sound is oh, and the word is kos. Clouds, kos. Now, if you add an A to the beginning of this word, that's going to change the meaning to neck. Agos. Agos would mean neck. But without the A in the front, it is just clouds. Okay? So from the top, say along with me. Ch-ah. Ch-ah. Chide. Chide. A bet. A bet. Kos. Os. Good job, everybody. Njone? Okay, let's see here. We have... so this is just a guide to show you that the A sound is similar to the A sound in the English word coca. And then E, the E sound is like the E in the English word let. Although I is like the sound of the I in the English word it. And then O sounds like the O in the English word hope. Okay, and here's another guide. The sounds like the A in the English word ball. The sounds like the E in the English word ben. The E sounds like the I in the English word Tina. The O, the double O sounds like the O in the English word low. Okay, let's see. I don't want to fast forward this because I don't want to miss. I wish I had that little 10-second thing. Okay, here we go. So now we have some sample words for the long vowels. Okay, I get double A. The sound is ah. The word is sod. Sod. Words. Sod. The sound is E. E. Hustine. Hustine. Man. Hustine. The sound is eh. Eh. And the word is J. J. It means gum. J. You can also use that term to refer to tree sap. You say tsimbeje is tree sap. The sound is o. O. The word is yo. Yo. Necklace or bead. People call beads yo also. Yo. Okay, one more time from the top. Sod. Sod. Hustine. Hustine. J. j, yo, yo. Good job, Diné. And then we go into diacritical marks. Di-olya diacritical marks. Diacritical marks are what indicate if a vowel is a high tone or nasal tone. And they are very important as they can give two words a different sound and meaning. So we have the A high tone, E high tone, I high tone, O high tone, A nasal tone, E nasal tone, I nasal tone, O nasal tone. Now the E nasal tone, you will never see that by itself in a word. You'll only see the E nasal tone in a combo situation with the high tone on top. So, but just to keep everything, the A-E-I-O, I just included that in there. So not to confuse anybody. But there'll be an example. So this is an example why diacritical marks are very important in the Diné literacy. And this is one of the reasons why I push on, people that are learning, that know Navajo or are learning Diné Bizaad, why I feel Diné literacy is important. So if you take away the nasal tone from the AA, if it's just CHAA glottal stop, cha, that means beaver, cha. But once you add the nasal tone to the bottom of it, you're going to come out with cha, and that means feces, cha. So we have cha versus cha. And that, to me, is why diacritical marks are very important. Correct placement of diacritical marks. Okay, so the mark for high tone is called an intonation mark. Degoditsa, that's what we call it. These vowels are pronounced with a higher pitch. Okay, so we have the base A is pronounced right? Once you make it a high tone, it becomes and then when you make a long vowel of the high tone, we have and then we have the single E, the sound is eh. We make it high tone, it becomes eh. We make it a long vowel, it becomes eh. Okay, the I, the plain I is I. We make it a high tone, it becomes I. We make it a long vowel, it becomes E. Ada kodinana O. Single O is O. If we make it a high tone, it becomes O. And when we make it a long vowel, it becomes O. Okay, so this is what I usually say. If your eyebrows don't go up, then you're not making a high tone sound. So if you say like eh, e, o, and then the long vowels eh, e, o. Okay, that's what the sounds are for the high tone sounds. Okay, so from the top, say along with me. We'll go left to right. Eh, I, O, Déjeuner O. Okay, and then now we have some sample words. So the sound is right here, A high tone, The word is bika, bika, and that means for him, for her, for it. Bika. The sound is The word is dibe, dibe, sheep. Dibe. The sound is I. The word is chide, chide, vehicle, chide. The sound is O. The word is two, two, water, two. Okay, from the top. Bika, bika, dibe, dibe, chide, chide, two, two. Good job, guys. Njone. And then now we have sample words for the double vowels. So we have, the sound is ah. The word is ba, ba, bread, ba. Eh. The sound is eh. The word is de, de, T, de. The sound is E, E. The word is D, D. This one, D. The sound is O, O. The word is do, do, and do. Okay, from the top. Ba, ba, de, de, D, D, do, do. Okay, let's see what we got next. Now we have the nasal tone. The mark for a nasal tone is called a nasal mark. These vowels are pronounced with air going through your nose. So the nasal mark, you make the sound from your throat, kind of like if you were congested and have a bunch of phlegm in your throat. And then at the same time, you're also pushing pushing air out of your nose. And I'll show you here in a second what I mean by that. So the A nasal tone we have, so the plain A is just right? When we make it nasally, it becomes When we lengthen that, it becomes Okay, plain E, When we nasal it, it becomes We lengthen it, and it sounds like So we have do, Okay, plain I, We nasal it, it becomes We lengthen that, it becomes Plain O, We nasal it, We lengthen that, it becomes Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and flip the camera, or I'm gonna flip the camera so I show you. Okay, so the sound. So if you look at see my throat go you kind of push it Do you see that little motion in my throat? And then you also see my nose flare up a little bit because I'm pushing air through my nostrils. And then the E, long E, I, long I, O, long O, Okay, so that's like to give you a reference of how you make those sounds. Oh, that's awesome, Shan. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're able to join us. Yeah, for everybody who's on the live and saying everything, those sounds and the words along with us. You guys are doing a great job. Okay, and now we have some sample words for the nasal tone. Okay, right here, the sound is The word is nishant. Nishant. What about you? Nishant. Okay, Otto, the sound is The word is tient. Tient. Let's go. Tient. The sound is The word is con. Con. Fire. Con. Okay, and as I mentioned previously, we don't have any words that have the the single E nasal tone in them. The only time you'll see the E nasal tone is with a combo, with the high tone combo. Okay, so one more time from the top. Say it along with me. Nishant. Nishant. Tient. Tient. Con. Con. Now we have samples of the double vowel nasal tone sounds. So the sound up here is The word is rangent. Rangent. October. Rangent. The sound is E. The word is be. Be. Deer. Be. So if you take the nasal tone off of this and you just say be, that would mean if you're telling somebody like to put something somewhere. Di na leje be na a. Like put it in there. Be na a. So then it changes that's what I was saying about why diacritical marks are so important. It'll change the meaning of the word. The sound is The word is dilcon. Dilcon. It is smooth. Dilcon. Okay, and let's continue. As I mentioned, there's no example for the E. So these are the combos that I was talking about. So now we have vowels that have both the high tone and the nasal tone. So now I know it sounds challenging, but you guys can do it. The more you practice these, I have these videos up on my TikTok account. I have these on YouTube. Just pull them up, practice, save them along, and you'll get it. So we have the plain A, right? We have the plain A is okay? A high tone, A nasal tone, and when we combine it, we have and then we lengthen that, it becomes Same with the E. Plain E, high tone E, eh. Nasal E, eh. The combination, eh, eh. And then when we lengthen that, we have eh, eh. It's kind of the sound you make when you're mimicking an alarm, eh. Okay, I. Plain I is I. High tone I is I. Nasal tone I is I. And then we have the combo here. It's I, I. When we lengthen that, it becomes E, E. Okay? Plain O, oh. High tone O, oh. Nasal tone O, and we have the combination here, and it goes we lengthen that, it becomes so from the top, left to right, eh, e, e, and I'll show you guys my facial expressions as I make those sounds. So left to right, we have eh, e, e, And now for the sample words. Okay, the sound is The word is achan. Achan, I am eating. Achan. The sound is I. The word is dj. Dj, today. Dj. The sound is The word is holo. Holo. There is, there are, or it exists. Holo. Okay, from the top. Achan. Achan. Dj. Dj. Holo. Holo. Went too fast there. Okay, more sample words for double vowels. The sound is The word is asdzan. Asdzan, woman. Asdzan. The sound is The word is dan. Dan, from there. Dan. The sound is E. The word is he. He, horse. He. The sound is The word is kon. Kon, here. Kon. From the top, asdzan. Asdzan. Dan. Dan. He. He. Kon. Kon. Good job, everyone. And then here we go to diphthongs, I believe, is the next part of the lesson. Oh no, the high tone, the rise or fall. Sorry. So we have high tone long vowels may also rise or fall. So when they rise, we have ah, ah. And I always do the check mark like that. Ah. So when we had the double high tone, we had ah. When we drop one of those, it becomes ah. Ah. And then we add a nasal tone to it, it's ah. 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 Okay, the E. So we had the double E high tone was eh. We drop one of the high tones, it becomes, and we add the nasal tone to it, it becomes eh. Eh. Double high tone I, E. Or I'm sorry, E. E. We drop one high tone, it becomes E. E. We add the nasal tone to it, it's E. E. Double high tone O. 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 When we drop one, it becomes O. O. And then we add the nasal tone. Okay, from the top, left to right. Ah. Ah. Eh. Eh. E. E. O. Okay, and let's see some sample words here. Okay, the first one, bella. The sound is ah. The word is bellasana. Bellasana. Apple, bellasana. The sound is eh. The word is beso. Beso, money. Beso. The sound is e. E. The word is yeah. Yeah. Scary. The sound is oh. Oh. The word is dola. Dola. Bull. Dola. Okay, from the top. Bellasana. Bellasana. Beso. Beso. Yeah. Yeah. Dola. Dola. I am sure you guys sound great as you're following along. Okay, now we have the double vowel samples. The sound is ah. The word is yeskanko. Yeskanko, tomorrow. Yeskanko. The word is eh. Eh. I'm sorry, the sound is eh. The word is yeah. Yeah. And we usually say that when we're referring to someone who's just been deceased or something that's happened. We're talking about something that occurred. The sound is e. E. Tchiko. Tchiko. Hurry. Tchiko. The sound is on. On. Do holoda. Do holoda. Do not have, there is none. Do holoda. Okay, from the top. Yeskanko. Yeskanko. Yeah. Yeah. Tchiko. Dohiko. Doholoda. Doholoda. Okay, and then we go on to diphthongs. Diphthongs are made up of two different short vowels pronounced together. So sometimes you'll see like two vowels together like that, and they produce these sounds: a, oi, I, ow. A, oi, I, ow. When we add the high tone to them, they become a, oi, I, ow. A, oi, I, ow. Okay, left to right. A, oi, oi, I, ow, ow. And then we have the sample words. Okay, the sound is a. The word is shiche. Shiche. My maternal grandfather, shiche. The sound is oi. The word is des dui. Des dui. It is hot when you're talking about the weather. Des dui. The sound is I. The word is na kai. Na kai. When you're referring to some people or animals that are walking around, when there's three or more that are walking around. I don't know why I'm hand gesturing as if you guys can see me. Okay, the sound is ow. Ow. The word is adau ash. Adau ash. When you're telling two people to get down from somewhere. And that's very important because that's the only time you would say that if you're talking to two people. If you're talking to three people, you would say adau je or adau ka. If you're talking to one person, you would say adahan na, adahan lied. So adau ash is very specific in talking to two people. Okay, from the top. Shiche. Shiche. Des dui. Des dui. Na kai. Na kai. Adau ash. Adau ash. Okay, and then we have the final set of examples. The sound is a. The word is say. Say, sand. Say. The sound is oi. Oi. The word is nush dui. Nush dui. Bobcat or wildcat. Nush dui. The sound is I. Heishan. Heishan. Who. Heishan. The sound is ow. Ow. Silau. Silau. Police. Silau. Okay, from the top. Say. Say. Nush dui. Nush dui. Heishan. Heishan. Silau. Silau. Okay. Good job, everybody. Njone. And that will conclude the vowels lesson. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But so this is the PowerPoint that I was referring to. I am working on this for the class, so this is what we'll be using going forward. That way I can just click and I don't have to worry about the video playing. Otto, somebody asked me about installing the Navajo font the Navajo font on your computer. So if you just Google, because I'm in the YouTube. If you Google Navajo font, I downloaded mine off of right here. If you Google Navajo font, you'll see this site for the courts, the Navajo courts.navajo.nsn.gov. So this site, if you go there and then you can just click on, if you have a PC or a Mac, Auto, you click on it and then you just install the font from there. And then once you install the font, how you use it, let's see, let me pull up a Word document instead of a PowerPoint. It makes it easier to see. Okay, once you install the font, then you're just going to select that font from the font drop down. So we have Times New Roman Navajo is what it is. I have a million fonts. Okay, let's do size 60. Okay, so once you have that, let's do 100. Then you just use the number keys. 1, 2, 3, all the way to the equal sign. So 1 is going to be the A high tone. 2 is going to become the A nasal tone. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0, the hyphen, and then the equal sign. And then we have the open and closed brackets are the S and that's weird. The S and because I got out of there. The S and then the in degoditsa in high tone. So that's how you would enter your marks. That's how you use that font. Also, if you go to your app store, let's see, sure. If you go to the App Store, you can search Navajo Keyboard, and then you'll find an app by Native Innovations. And it'll look like this. So that's what the app will look like. Navajo Keyboard, it says Native Innovation Incorporated. And that's what I use to make my TikTok videos. When you see me, when the videos that I make, that's why when you see the I combo, it has the dot and then the high tone on top. That's how they created the app. So then you'll see this when you pull up the Navajo Keyboard on your phone. It'll come out like this. So then you see the S right there. The S, the combos. See the I, and this is the only way I think they were able to do the I combo. And you won't see the English. So not all English alphabets are in Navajo. We don't have an R. We don't have an F. We don't have a P. So like you won't see those in here. So if you're interested in those resources, those are some of the resources that I use. So, but yes. So now if you guys have any questions, I can answer some questions here I have 10 minutes. If you guys have any specific questions that you want to ask, if you have any feedback on what you feel like, what works, what doesn't work. Let's see. How do you say October again? It's rajin. Rajin. Hummingbird. Did I do that in my video? I think it's like dahitihi or something. Dahitihi. Let me see. I don't think I have that in my, no, I don't have that in my animals. Maybe I do. But I believe that's how you say hummingbird, dahitihi. Yeah, Navajo Keyboard. On the app, I think it's just Navajo. Yeah, I think it's Navajo Keyboard. My son said, "Aw, thank you for watching." I took notes so I don't have questions. Good afternoon from West Texas. Hope your day is going good. Oh yeah, and then also I will be putting out a Google Classroom. So the worksheets that I create, you guys can go ahead and download them from there. And if you have printers, you can print them out. I want to try to do some worksheets to where I really want to do like a classroom type, back and forth. The reason why I'm trying to push the Navajo Keyboard, if you guys can get it on the app, is so that you guys can start learning how to write your clans correctly. A lot of times I see people that don't know how to write their clans in Navajo. So what I would like to do is to challenge viewers that come to the class to, next time you come to the classroom, I would like for the students to type in their clans in the comment section the way that they're supposed to be spelled correctly. So I want that to be, and that's why I also posted the clan sheet. Do you know of any online Diné classes? No, I don't. I was trying to do a Zoom class to do this. Eventually I will probably get to it. But yeah. This is what I am able to do right now, is just doing classes through TikTok. The next class, the app is called the Navajo Keyboard app. It's just called Navajo Keyboard by Native Innovations. I don't know if you guys can find it, if it's no longer there. Yeah, so yeah, the Zoom class will be great. I just need I need to finish the setting up my office and stuff. So there's a lot of things that go into doing a class like that. And not only that, but also I need to work on my curriculum, finishing my PowerPoint, all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to just jump into a Zoom class and not be organized. With TikTok, it's different because, people can jump on and off, and I'm not too worried about it. It's kind of like a casual environment. But if I were to do a Zoom class, you basically have to kind of be invested really, and I don't want to waste time by not being organized. So, oh, you couldn't find it? Yeah, they must have taken it off then. I'll have to ask. So the couple that owns the company that created that keyboard, they are from my hometown. So I'll reach out to them and ask them if there was a reason why they took it off of the App Store. It used to be free. I don't know if they, if they need to, or trying to make it to where they have to pay. But once I get, a curriculum going and I'm more organized, then we'll do a Zoom session. This afternoon, probably around 3 or 4, I will do a clan kinship lesson. So that'll be focusing on, I was doing it the other day on on paper, and it's so hard to do on paper. So that's why I got a whiteboard. So basically saying, you know, if you were to meet somebody who's like my first clan is Tachini, if I were to meet somebody whose first clan is Tachini or whose second clan is Tachini, how would that person be related to me? So that's a lesson that I did the other day, and I want to continue that. So I will be doing that later. Maybe I'll do that for the evening. I'll do that around, I would say 6 o'clock this evening. So I think I'll just do that. 6 o'clock we'll do a kinship lesson. So, but yeah, I don't know if it's on Apple, because Bev just said it's only for Android phones. It only shows up for Android, because I searched, and it's really weird because I have the app on my phone, but when I go to the app store, it doesn't show up. So maybe they just don't have it for, you know, Apple products anymore. Is that Mountain Time? Yes, in Mountain Time. So right now it's 12:27. So Salt Lake City time. Achilles Shield. Your first clan is Kachini. Oh, nice. You're my brother or sister. Yeah, so if you can't find it, then that's a bummer. It would have been nice for people to be able to download it. But I'll reach out. I'll put it on my list of things to do. I still need to call Diné College Navajo Studies Department also to ask about why Bitani shows up twice on the clan sheet. But they have Bitani showing up in 2 different groups. Yeah, I know on the Apple you can do that, but it doesn't do, but you know, you don't have the combo though. You can't do that, like the combination with the high tone and nasal tone. When I'm in a rush, if I'm, you know, I'll use that when I'm doing like quick Navajo words. You can just, let's see. And the only disadvantage is, so like what that my Zed is Thelma's talking about is if you just hold on the I, and it'll give you the I high tone or the I nasal tone right there. But the only thing is it doesn't have the combo. Same thing with the E. If you hold the E, you have the E high tone, the E nasal tone, but then you don't have the combo. So that's the only disadvantage about using that one. But yeah, I'll find out why it's no longer available. But other than that, so Bev. Yeah, the combo, the one that has both the I degodits and it has the one that has both. See right here, this I right here that has both the high tone and the nasal tone. So on the iPhone, when you hold it down, it just shows it without it. It just shows this one. So, yeah. So, I will go ahead and log off now. Thank you so much for joining. Everybody who sent likes, gifts, and all that stuff, shared the live. New followers that I gained from this class. My next class will be tomorrow at 12:30. I don't know. We'll see. I'll post it on my profile. It'll say live event coming up. So what's the difference between the Mexican clan and actual Mexican people? So you just say na kay Diné and then na kay. So, and actually, I talked about this in we did a clans review the other day, and we were talking about the way I was taught growing up, na kay Diné. Doesn't necessarily mean it's not referencing Mexican, the Mexican clan, Mexican people. It's actually referring to the word that we saw in the lesson today, Nake. They are nomadic people is what it's referring to. So Leje de Benake, Leje de Nenake. You're talking about the people are roaming or walking around over there. That's what that Nake clan is actually supposed to be. Diné. I mean, that's what I was told. So, so there's, you know, different areas of the reservation have different stories, and that is the story that I heard. But of course, a lot of times, you know, most of the time, the translation that we see is the Mexican clan. So, yeah. But that is all. So I'll go ahead and log off. I have to answer a couple of phone calls. I missed a couple of phone calls right now. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Hagonet.